Hi guys, good morning. Good morning everyone. So today I am coming with another video and another tutorial like the interactive grid, custom insert into the interactive grid. So what is the custom insert in interactive grid? So I'm telling you what exactly this video is created for. So when we create an interactive grid, then you can see that there is a default process has been created on based on that grid that when on that table, when we are inserting, updating or deleted through that screen of grid, then that table has been inserted, updated and deleted. So that has been done by a Oracle automatically created a process and that process is managing everything. So if you want to create our own process, if you remove that process and if you want to create our own process, then how can we do that? How can insert, update or delete through that table? So why we need that our custom process? I am telling you a scenario. So for example, this particular screen which you can see, it's create an interactive grid that based on the employee table. So when we add record there, you can see there are a lot of column: employee number, employee name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, department number, and commission amount. So that department number column, you can see that department number is a primary key of another table, that is department table. Okay. So if you adding a record and that if I want to add a department which is not available in the department table, then in that case we have to create our custom insert. Like if such cases is found, then we are inserting department table first, then we are doing insert statement into the original employee table. So let me show you how can we do that. So there is a grid is also a screen is created, custom insert you can see. And if you go to that particular page in edit mode, you can see that a interactive grid report you can see here, and that is based on the table name, and a process is created, that is interactive grid custom insert, and there we have to change. How can we do that? So you can see there is a property settings. We have to go to the process first. When you click that process, you can see that there is a property window is coming here. So that property, there is a lots of things here. So one of the thing is settings. So that setting, there is a target type option is called the target type option. If you select, then there are three different types are showing. One is region sources, table view, and the PL SQL code. So region sources is the default. When the grid is created, it's automatically selected the region sources. So in our case, in our custom insert, we will create the PL/SQL code. So when we select this PL/SQL code, then we can see there is a window is opened, and that when there we can create our own code. So let me paste my code. I have already this code. So this is how we can insert, update, delete through our custom insert. So you can see there's a simple PL/SQL block, and that block has only a 19 line of block, and that there is a apex and dollar row status colon apex dollar row status. This is the default apex columns, and based on the value of that column, we will judge that is that any insert, update and delete operation found. Operation is done. So there is a challenge. See, when we are doing insert, update, delete through that automatic process, so Oracle everything knows that which records has been inserted, which has been deleted, and which has been updated. So that way it can treat, and that way he insert, update, delete. But if we do insert our custom insert, then we have to find that which record has been inserted, which record has been updated, and which record has been deleted. So in user may create one record. That means user may insert one record, user may delete one record, and user may change one record, and after doing all the three things, he or she want to save. Then we have to find that record has which record has been inserted, which record has been updated, and which record has been deleted. So there is a apex row status. That column, that's Oracle apex own column, and that column based values of the column, we can decide that the record, which record has been inserted, which has been updated, and which one is deleted. So when the apex row status is C, that means that particular record has been inserted. When the record status apex row status value is U, then that means that record has been updated. And when that apex row status record is D, then that means that particular record has been deleted. So there we can find and then we can create. So as I told, if we add any department, such department which is not available in the department table, then we can modify our PL/SQL code. So for example, here we can check that the department number which has been insert inserted into the through the grid, that department is available or not. So that we can create a query here, select or whatever, or we can write a declare statement. So similar PL SQL book, we can write each and everything whatever we can write in PL SQL. So here we can check that is that record has been department number is there or not. If department number is there, so then it's good. If it is not there, then we can insert department number, department table first, and then in employee table. So so that is the way we can manage. So I'm not going to insert department table, just I'm telling you you can do that same way, and you can do not only two tables. I'm just giving you an example of two table, employee table and department table. You can, in your case, you can do it for multiple table. You can write your whatever PL SQL code you want, you can write here. Okay. So here you can see I'm just saving it. Okay, I have saved the data, and after that I'm refreshing the data. So let me add one record. Currently there are 14 records are available, or let me change this record. So the salary is 5,000. Let me do it that so much. So if I refresh it, so it's not saved because maybe the salary column is not, yes, salary column is not there. The only updating column is employee name. So if I change the employee name, so to employee name King to Blake to or Alan, let me change this one, Alan to Priyabrata or whatever, Priya or Oracle Apex, see, Apex, Oracle Apex, yes. So I'm refreshing this. Yeah, you can see that Oracle Apex record has been updated. Similar way, I can update all the column. I can update the salary column. I can update. Let me add a salary column update here. Sal. Okay. If I update the salary column of let me do it here. 9999. Okay. Value larger means that means that the value we have assigned, that's a digit. It's very. Let me 1200. So changes has been saved. Yep, you can see the changes is saved. Yes, Oracle Apex 1200. So this is how we can insert our custom insert, delete or record. So let me delete that record. If I delete it, yes. So record has been deleted. No Oracle Apex record is seen, right? So fine. So now let me, similar way we can insert also. So that's the way we can uh, create our custom insert. So it's very simple. Go to the target type and change it to from the region source to the PL SQL code, and there we can add our PL SQL. It's a very simple PL SQL, and it's a very simple PL SQL, and we can add it. Okay. So yeah, this is the topic of the videos I am completing. Thank you. Subscribe my channel if you like the videos or whatever videos I have uploaded. If you want any more any suggestion, like if you want any specific videos, you can comment there. If you want any topic like Oracle Apex topic, you can write a PL SQL also. I will try to upload those topics. Thank you very much. So subscribe my channel and like my channel and press the bell icon to see the latest update.